Okay, one. Here we go. Yeah, now it just has to be out of it. Here we go. Please. No! It's regular Iori! You gotta be kidding me, bro! It's regular Iori! What? I mean, still the best character in the game. Still the best character in the entire game, by the way. Guys, yo, hey, non-believers! Non-believers! Got him! 25% chance to get it. Smiley face in the chat. Could it be? It is. It's not could it be, it is. Look at that. Let's go through. Ooh, Kotama, that's good. That's good, dude. Shiroko, okay. Ooh, Shiroko again. Oh, Chinatsu. Who's this? Oh, she's bad. Ari. Okay, Utaha. Okay. Here it is! No! What the frick is happening? Hey guys, new video here. Today I want to talk about the patch notes in Blue Archive. This is one of the biggest patches that we've gotten, and a lot of people, even myself, I didn't really know what was coming in this patch because no one really reads the patch notes, right? These are on like one Twitter post on the Blue Archive Twitter, and I was like playing the game on stream, right, during like a sponsored segment, and I realized there's like a lot of additions. So I want to quickly go over all the stuff that's in the patch, what you might not realize is available in the game now, and we're slowly catching up to the Japanese version, which is pretty great. So highlighting the big parts, obviously there is the Summer Hina and then the Summer Iori here, right? This is a limited event. The reason it's so important is because these two units are only available for a couple weeks, right? I'll give you a little sneak peek at the live 2Ds here. Good stuff as always. You know, you click on the person. Amazing voice acting, by the way, on these live 2Ds and in the story mode in general, right? This is Summer Hina, very, very cute. And then we have the Summer Iori here, right? I was able to snag both of them. I had to go to pity on them, but it was worth it because two of the best red units in the entire game, right? So very cute right there. Going back to the patch notes here. Both of these characters are on different banners, so just make sure you're selecting the right banner when you are pulling on those two characters, okay? Next, this is a free unit. This is actually my personal favorite live 2D so far, but unfortunately, the only reason I haven't been able to get this live 2D up to the since I have the unit but I don't have the live 2D is because in my cafe, you'll see here, I haven't been able to invite her to the cafe to feed her a bunch of gifts to get her to the proper level. But if you look right here, in 12 hours and 25 minutes, I will be able to. So I'm pretty excited about that, right? This is the Burger Girl, swimsuit Izumi. And basically, this is great because everyone gets this unit for free. Not only will you get this unit for free, but if you play the event, you're going to get this unit and the upgraded version, right? Because you need like 2 and 3 stars to unlock certain abilities. You'll get all that for free just by playing the game. Doesn't matter if you started the game last week or you've been playing since release. Everyone gets this unit with multiple stars because she comes as part of the reward package for playing the event all the way through, right? So I'm pretty excited about that. I'll probably have this as my default wallpaper, or not wallpaper, my live 2D for the coming months. Now, other things that you might not know about is if we scroll down here, this is just like some nice art about the banners here. You get 1,200 free gems as well, okay? So make sure you log in. The only requirement, this isn't like some web event or some browser event where you gotta go to a different page. All you gotta do to claim this event is log on. So if you've been taking like a week off, 2 weeks off, and playing other games or whatever, all you gotta do, launch the Blue Archive, and you will be rewarded in your mailbox with 1,200 free gems for this event coming out, right? The Head Prefect Hina Summer Break event. Okay, pretty good art right here. Next, so I'm going to talk about the event and how to farm it in a little bit, but I just want to go over something that I think is even bigger, and that's new additions to the game in this patch, right? Because the event is important, and once again, I'll walk over what the best stages are to farm, how you're going to farm it, what's the most important things to buy out, and all that. But if we scroll down, something that really kind of caught me off guard was that we have, hold on a second, scrolling past all the event stuff, is we have, wait for it, new raid. Okay, So there is a new raid, and this is not just a rerun, because if you remember like the the Bina, and we have the Shirokuro, and we have the Cheesed, those are all things that are just reruns. We've fought them before, pretty normal to just like kind of blow through that now. But this is completely new, and I won't spoil any of this, but it's kind of like a Power Rangers theme, I guess, right? Because it's like the sushi soldiers, and they kind of come together as a just giant Megazord thing here. So this was really fun. The extreme version I haven't beaten yet because it is very difficult, and I haven't leveled up the 2 new characters that I pulled, the Summer Hina and the Summer Iori. So I expect that's going to take some amount of time. Okay, I don't know how you pronounce this word, Kaitinger, but completely new raid that we haven't seen before. So currently pretty good. Currently I'm sitting at like on hardcore mode, I'm sitting at like position number 200 or something. Another thing is that if you scroll down here, we have some refresh to the Total Assault shop. So if you didn't know, if it's maybe you've only been playing for a few weeks, this shop with all the amazing items, the Blu-rays, the books, the secret tech sheets and stuff, this does refresh. So if you've been saving up coins, you can go and buy the more valuable things. Personally in here, I would recommend always buying out the secret tech sheet, because it can only be purchased 2 times, which is 500 coins each. And then of course from there, getting the Blu-rays and the tech sheets, right? Pretty standard across every single reset. Okay, another thing is you get a bunch of free pulls. So besides the 1200 gems that you get just for logging into the game during this event, you're gonna get 100 of these crystals a day, and then with a limited time, this is like exclusive furniture. As we all know, furniture and cafe is like the true end game. You can get this for free for day 7 of login, along with this looks like 600 gems, which is a 5 pull, which is pretty darn good. Scrolling down, the packs have been reset as well. So if you didn't know, because I love that like this game, it doesn't only like push the shop in your face, so it's very easy to miss this. But this is a great deal because let's say there's the 2 summer events back to back, right? And you're like, oh man, low on gems. These are like not the standard pool of gems you can buy. These, as you can do some math here, over 50% bonus on the gems for all the packs that come out. I actually bought all of these because they were such a good deal. I know I'll be using them in the future, but they have reset, because if you bought them the first time on your account, they were gone, since what, 3-4 months ago, however long the game's been out. But now they are back. Just something to keep in mind if you do want to support the game and stuff like that. Pretty crazy deal right here. A little bit expansion on the available items to put in your hideout. Now this hideout looks pretty good, looks a lot better than mine, as you just saw before in the video. But as this is like the real end game, you can collect a new Summer Resort Party set that's been added 23 new items, so you can make your hideout look a little bit more unique, right? And then if we scroll down here, this part is pretty huge. Now this, I wish they had like a graphic here to kind of like put this more in your face, because number 12 here, the Total Assault Assistant Borrowing feature, I feel like this should be more announced and more a little bit more fanfare here, because this is actually crazy. Blue Archive's traditionally a very free-to-play friendly game, and this makes it even more so, because what's going on here is, if you don't know, is I'll just show you in the game here. When you're doing a raid, if we go to campaign, maybe you don't have the unit, or you don't have the unit at a correct level to have them help your team. Well, these raids can get really hard, right? So when you're doing it, what you can do is you can borrow a unit from your friend. So let me just like show you what that looks like, right? Let's say you don't have Hibiki right here, right? One of the best specials in the game. What you can do is in this tab right here, assistant, right? Available one-on-one. You can kind of see an entire pool. I've already used one from one of my guildmates, right? Not guildmates, sorry, it's called the club, right? One of my club mates' units I have used already, so you won't see any more here. But there's another tab, and if you just go in here, you can borrow a unit you're missing, right? And if you want to see like who's really, really good, you can pull up the handy dandy spreadsheet here, and you can kind of see who is the best for every raid. So if you look at Kaitan here, right? I'll link the spreadsheet below in the post. Kaitan, obviously we don't have Eiko yet, but Hibiki and Kotama are really, really good. It's gonna be rare that you don't have Kotama. So let's say you're missing Hibiki because she's a 3-star, right? So you're like, oh, okay, I need her. So you can go there and then borrow it from a guildmate. Additionally, if you want a striker, let's say you don't have Azusa, right? See, you have Azusa here, one of the best red units. You don't have that, you can borrow it from someone else. And another thing that's crazy about this is you can actually, everyone in the club can volunteer a couple units. And so what you're going to do is you're going to look through and you're going to pick the person that has the highest stats, right? So if you look here, when I click on my, for example, my Azusa, right? This Azusa right here has maxed out sub skill, maxed out base skill, maxed out EX skill, and level 7 hands. That's pretty darn good. So you're going to take the one with the highest level skills because they'll do the most damage and the highest level, of course, and add them to your team. And you don't even need the unit. You can use this for all the raids. So that helps you kind of fill out your roster so you have a better chance of placing higher and getting better rewards in the raid. So really, really cool that they did that, right? Going back here, we scroll down, there's a new area and lesson. They added the Trinity Academy, and I also missed this on my when I was streaming this game. I didn't know that they added this new school, and what this does is it adds a new school to get more rewards and more kind of affinity with the students. So I'm going to show you that in game as well. Basically, if you're familiar with the lesson, you're going to go to the lesson tab here, and you see how there's all these schools here. They recently added Millennium in that last patch, but here it is, Trinity. You're going to rank it up here to get more more classrooms and I guess like more of the higher tier books. But the reason that this is so important, and you're going to want to pay attention to this, is because Trinity has some really, really good students, right? Trinity has like some of the best students in the game. For example, Azusa, you have Serena in there as a healer and stuff like that. So what this usually is used for is to get you the rewards that come with it, like the books and the Blu-rays, okay? If you know how rare Blu-rays and books are, they're the way of upgrading all of your units, and they can be really hard to get. If you're farming hard mode stages for it or regular stages for it, super hard to get them, right? Most of your books will actually come like your tech notes and stuff, besides the bounties. Most of your books and Blu-rays will actually come from these lessons every day. And so by adding a Trinity school, it lets you, once you level it up, it lets you farm the tech sheets and the Blu-rays for Trinity specifically through this school here. So really, really nice addition there for speeding up your progression of Trinity students. So I love that. I don't know if there's going to be like other schools. I know there's like these like Valkyrie Academy and like other academies will be added in the future. So hopefully we get the schools for them too. Okay. And another huge thing that, like, you see, this is like why patch notes are important, and you got to read everything, because I didn't even know this either. Right. So this right here, also I wish they add a little bit of graphic here, because this is like, it's very easy to miss this, but I guess you wouldn't really miss it once you start playing. They increased the account level to 73. And the reason this is so important, because like, if you've been sitting at 70, you haven't really been sitting at level 70. You've been sitting at level 70.99999, right? So the first mission you do, or the first time you play the game, you will automatically reach level 71, which refreshes your entire AP. So you have 200 extra energy to play with. Be careful of that, don't overcap. And also, this is important because the level of your account is tied to your student level maximum. So if you go to my account here, I'm level 71, right? Well, actually, no, I'm level 72 now. Look at that. So I'm level 72, which means when I get to my students page here, I can actually make all my students also level 72, given I have enough XP. So that's really huge, because every level that you upgrade your students, you get kind of a more multiplier to their stats, health, damage, all the defensive stats, things like that. So it is very important to keep in mind that when you do level, try to level your most important students also to your new level 70. It'll probably be 71 for most of you at the start, and then 72, and then eventually, once you start playing a few more days, level 73. Okay, if you're a newer player, don't worry about this. You'll naturally get there just by playing. Everything is 1-to-1 in this game, so every one energy you spend is the same amount of XP. So it doesn't matter if you started playing yesterday or you've been playing since release. New story episodes. Now, obviously, this is important because we play this game for the story. Obviously, it's got a great story. And adding a new story chapter is good, not only because it progresses the story between the characters, but because they're pretty generous with the pyroxenes that are given, right? So every time you complete, these stages or these little story missions, which are found in a different tab, you're getting free gems for rolling more students. Okay, so that's pretty good there. Another huge thing, now this is crazy that they didn't add a graphic for this too, and this is at the end, so a lot of people are going to miss this. Commission difficulty has been added. What this means, I'm just going to show you in the game. If there was ever an event where there was double commissions, you know about like this button right here, right? Commissions, basically a way to get money, these credits, or a way of getting defense books. And if you go in here, before we only had stage 8, but now we have stage 9, right? If I go to the credit one, same thing. We only had stage 8, but now we have stage 9. What's the difference? Well, if you enter here, you can always look at the rewards in the bottom left here, right? You can count this up. 25, 17, 12. If you look at one more stage, 30, 20, and 15,000 credits, right? Huge. It costs the same amount of energy, so you always do the highest one that you can. The reason this is so important is, once again, there's going to be events that double this, so you're getting even more. And of course, like our our students were like super overpowered. So like level 8 was actually pretty easy. So this is great that we have something new to farm, right? You can use the same students as before. It'll just be at a higher level, and it shouldn't take, once you clear it once, you can sweep it, so it doesn't take any more time as well. So that is also huge. We're getting more and more content in the game to do. Now, with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and show you the event, because this is what's the most important thing. Whenever there's an event in these kinds of games, what they're doing, if you watch my last video on the other summer event, very similar, but you are condensing, probably for the average player, you are condensing months of farm into however long the event is. So this event is 2 weeks long, and you're getting months of materials from it. You have to do the event. It's so crazy how generous it is in terms of events, because look, you can get things like these artifacts that are really hard to farm. There's no way to like kind of deterministically farm them in the game right now. And then you have like, you know, these artifacts. But what's more, if you go to the prize exchange, this is kind of like a vending machine here. Look at this. You can't farm these in the game. These little like circular colored things, there's no way to farm these in the game right now. Not really. So having a direct deterministic source of this is crazy, right? You get money, you get more artifacts, you get the tokens I was talking about earlier, you get like more currency for other things. And so I'll just quickly walk over what's the best way to farm this and how I think that the average player should approach this if you want a priority list. So here's what you're gonna do. One quick thing about this is I'm pretty happy with Nexon that this is much easier than the last event. The last event was actually kind of difficult in terms of you know, clearing the stages. But if you look here, if we scroll down to quests, which are like the real you know, the real mode, right? Story is just to progress the story. Anybody can do this. But the quest, if you look down here, the final stage is only level 60, right? And we have level 72 maximum characters now. So this is a lot easier than last time. And when I was going through here, even on auto, it was a lot easier than the previous event. So thank you, Nexon, for making it a lot more chill to get through all the stages without worrying about like, oh man, this is tough, right? Because there are bonuses involved. Okay. So here's how you're going to do it. Obviously, if you care about the story, you're going to go through the story first. These unlock every single day. So this one will be today. And the quest, you're going to go as far as you can. And you will only spam run the last 3 stages, which is 8, 9, and 10. 8, you're going to do to buy out the grilled corn, right? This thing right here, because the grilled corn will be used in the first shop. And then after you clear out the grilled corn shop, you will get the sunglasses. If you want to farm sunglasses, you will only farm level 9 until the shop is bought out. And then at the end there, once both the grilled corn and the sunglass shop is bought out, you will farm level 10 to get these crates, which are used in the little vending machine. Okay, let me show you the shop and what I mean by those specific currencies. So if you go to the grilled corn shop, it has a very limited amount of things. You cannot just like buy these infinite. So once you cleared out this shop here, you will move on to the sunglass shop, right? And once you've cleared this out, as you can see, I haven't cleared it out yet. Once I clear this out, I won't do either the grilled corn or the sunglasses. I will only do this currency shop right here. Now, what is the priority if, let's say, you can't clear out the whole thing? Well, the priority will be these 2 books right here, the annotated manuscript and the intact manuscript. These 2 will be priority. Then you'll move on to the Blu-rays, right? The rightmost 3 Blu-rays will be the most important. Make sure you buy all those, because the gray ones are like really easy and really low level. You don't really need those. And then the XP, I would say the XP is for last. If you feel like you need more XP, you can get them, obviously starting from the right and working your way to the left. But the XP is like, there is another way to farm these in the game directly, and you get these XP reports for free just by playing any stage. So this is last priority if you really want them, right? If you want to juice up a lot of characters. But you can leave those for the very last if you want. Once you get to the sunglasses shop, the priority follows like this. You're going to go for the last 2 lenses right here, and then like the second one. So the right 3 lenses is what you're going to want to buy out. The reason you don't care about this left one, this Nimrod lens piece, is because this one can be bought in the shop. Let me just show you what I mean here. In the shop here, when you scroll down every single day on refresh, you can buy these for credits. You see how like they're down here every single day, right there. And this is a very common one, so you don't need to worry too much about that. Let's go back to the shop and talk more about it. So after you're done with the sunglasses shop, you buy out the lens, you're going to want these tech notes. Now, I would say for this school, because it's Hina, one of the most OP schools, you're going to want the right 3 most tech notes, okay? Because you probably already stacked up so many of these gray ones, you won't need it that much. So the right 3 priority followed by the last 2 of these enhancement stones, because these enhancement stones are going to be what you use when you get new students to enhance their gear, right? The left 2 ones you get for free from dailies and weeklies and stuff like that, so not that important, so you can skip those if you want. Now after you bought all the things I've mentioned, then you're gonna go here. These helmets are insane, okay? This is like really crazy. I haven't actually bought these in order because I know that by the end of the event I have like 12, 11, 12 more days. I'm gonna buy everything out, so I really needed money, so I bought all the credits. But if you're if you're like kind of a casual player, I would say here's your priority, okay? You need to buy out the pyroxenes right here, this blue crystal, because this is what allows you to get more students and higher tier students. So you're about the crystals first. Ignore Chinatsu, because this is not a good use of your helmets when you have so many other good options. So pyroxenes first, then Eligma, and that's kind of a funny name. You're about the Eligma because this lets you rank up your students faster. And then after that, if you need money, you can go for it, or you can go for the secret tech sheet. I would say technically the secret tech sheet is better because there's no way in the game currently, besides events and certain like raids that only happen every couple weeks, where you can get the secret tech sheet, whereas credits can be farmed any day of the week, right? So buy out the secret tech sheet and then buy out the left 3 credits, right? This is one if you have extra, the 50k, and that's about it. How do we boost our resources gained, right? Because if you look right here, I have max bonus. So if you ever want to know if you're getting the max amount per sweep per level, just look at what I have here. I have 5 bonus on this, and I have 21 bonus on this, okay? And then if you look right here, you're going to need 21 bonus here, 8 here, and then on the last one, 30 bonus, which is 100% bonus. How do you get bonus? Well, when you enter a stage, you're going to see members. Wait, hold on. It's actually not here. You can see it before you even enter the stage. Hold on. You're going to go right here. You're going to see that check for enemy types, right? Because let's say you're a little bit under leveled, you might just want to go with students that have the proper attack type, right? You're going to match up attack type. But if you want to get a little bit more sweaty, you're going to click on specialized students right here in the top left, okay? And when you mouse over all of these, you can see exactly what they give you. So I'm going to give you a really easy example, okay? Because this one only has 1 currency. You see how I have 100% bonus? The way you're going to get that is these things are called, what are these things called? They're called Gehenna supply boxes. So for like that level, what you're going to do is you're going to look for people that have it. So your striker team would be Haruna, then it would be Summer Hina, then it would be Summer Iori if you have her, and then it would be Summer Izui. That'd be your 4 strikers. Then you go to the special tab here, and you can see that only 1 special has the Gehenna supply blocks. So that is 20% for a total of 100%. You don't need to use these 2 because they're the other types, right? You'll match them for the other stages, of course, and then your other special is free. You can use whatever your strongest one is, okay? You can also mouse through here, and if you see, no other character here besides these first 4 have the Gehenna supply box, right? And you can just kind of use them if you have them to max it out. It's not really a big deal if you can't get this full 100% bonus, right? Because you'll clear faster. Now, I get a lot of questions on how do you get the bonus if you're using weaker students, right? Well, the way that you can do it for the sweeping, right? Because for sweeping you need 3 stars. You can go in first with your strongest team. So for example, on this one again, I take a look at the enemies and I see it's heavy armor and light armor. So I want to use yellow and red. So I would go in the first time and I would use my strongest units, right? I would use, like, for example, for yellow, I would obviously use like Iori, or maybe like No No Mi for AoE. And then for the red units, I would use like Azusa, or I would use like Aru, Sarika, someone like that, right? And then for the special, I'd use like Hibiki, maybe like a Kotama, right? It doesn't really matter. Maybe a healer if you need one, like a Serena or a Hanai. And even though you don't get the full bonus on that first run, it will snapshot it as you having 3 stars. And then the second time you run it, you can do it with the team that actually gets the bonus, and then you're fine. And then you're free to sweep, okay? Most important thing is just to try to get this bonus number as high as possible. And that's your priorities for this. And that's how you should kind of participate in this event. Now remember, it is 2 weeks long, so you have a lot of time. There's no reason to rush it. Another little thing I'll mention, because we've never had this kind of event or this kind of content in the game before, is the training minigame. This isn't like that important. You get some free pyroxene, so do it when you can. But basically, It's a rhythm game, like a little tap tap game on your phone. It's a lot easier to do on your phone. I've actually like kind of failed a little bit because there's these there's kind of these registrations that you need to tap both sides of your phone for, but I'm on an emulator on my computer, right? So I can't really do that. But basically it plays a cool little song, and then what you're gonna do is try your best, because it's based on your best score, you unlock the next stages, and every stage you get these challenges that unlock that give you free blue crystals here in the top right. So definitely try to get this done. Super fun. We've never like had this in the game yet, so there's 2 different songs here. Pretty cool stuff. All right, that's the video. If you have any questions, you can ask below, but one of the best events that we've seen in the game should be pretty familiar with for you if you've done the last summer event or the Ivan Kapula event that was a few months ago. And yeah, hope you guys are enjoying Blue Archive, and thanks for watching my video. Okay, bye guys, bye.